The time has come.
Let's head into Cutman stage, since that is his weakness. This is the first stage some people go with, just because he's the first one you start out on, and he is a pretty easy robot master. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna use Gutman's weapon on him. Ow. So honestly, one of the kind of disappointing things in this game is that the characters, or the boss's stages hardly reflect who the boss is. Like, these cut enemies coming out of that little dispenser there, that's about the only Cutman thing related this whole stage has to offer. Like, other than that, this looks very similar to Bomb Man stage. It's just bricks and ladders and generic enemies. They would really fix things up in Mega Man 2, I'm telling you. I guess I could show off what Gutsman's weapon entails. We can pick up these blocks now, and just like Gutsman, throw them, they split into 4. Not the best, because the blocks are limited, and, you know, you're not shooting at a very fast rate. Another kind of disappointing weapon, but don't worry, there's 2 in particular I remember being really good, one of which we're going to be getting in this stage. You know, it's crazy to think this is the same year Capcom released the very first Street Fighter. That game was not good, let me tell you. I've played that game in the arcades, actually, not even just from the Anniversary Collection, and it is... hoo boy, it is rough. Alright, I'm gonna use Gutsman's weapon here so we can... Is he stuck? He might have been. Or maybe he just wasn't doing a big jump, thankfully. Why did I always put him before the boss door? There's a lot of repetitive level design in this game, if you couldn't tell. You can take your time here to kill these guys without them being able to reach you, but don't bother, Gutsman's really easy. I mean, with Gutsman's weapon, you take these 2 bricks here and you throw them at him. I'm pretty sure he dies in those 2 hits. Yeah, he's about to die. Yeah, okay, that's Cutman. But even without Gutsman's weapon, he's still pretty easy because he takes 3 whole ticks of health from your standard pellet, and he also shoots back every time you hit him with your pistol. I say pistol, he doesn't use a gun. He does in the cover art for some games. Alright, on to Elecman's stage. Using Cutman's weapon kills these guys on the ground. Yay! So yeah, Cutman's weapon's pretty great. It does good damage, hits enemies on the way back, and it hurts these guys who are on the ground, who are really annoying otherwise. I think Bomb Man's bomb can also hurt them, but are you really going to sit through the animation of that thing exploding instead of just using Cutman's weapon? Now, we also have to be careful using this thing, because remember, it is the weakness of Elecman himself, so we want to be able to save some of it for his battle, because he's actually probably the toughest boss we're going to face so far. These guys come up from the ground, or the ceiling and the ground constantly, and all we want to do is be quick on the draw. Shoot them before they get the chance to shoot. It's like that one-liner from the good, the bad, and the ugly. I can talk. Oh boy, hidden blocks. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, these invisible blocks, man, they're a challenge. Especially on the first go, since they take a bit to come in, as you can see. Oh, I still messed up. And now. There we go, okay. What is... Okay, just weapon ammo, that's fine. Hey, this is an interesting level design. Remember this, because we're going to be seeing the exact same brick-for-brick layout later on in the level. So I never really took time to explain the story of this game. We're going to be getting to that a bit later, because right now I need to focus on... We use Gutman weapon here, and we get the Mega Beam, the Metal Magna Beam, we got the M Beam, we got the thing that makes it so you make ground, and then you go on the ground and you can fly. Man, I would hate to have to go through that screen only to then find that I didn't have Gutsman's weapon and I had to go on this one. So yeah, a bit of a better explanation for the Magnet Beam. We pull this baby out, we shoot, and depending on how long we shoot, shows how long the ground will be. And we just get to walk on our own created floor. It does have ammo, just like the other weapons, aside from your standard buster, but, you know, it's very useful in avoiding enemies like this guy. Uh-oh, I got scared. Oh man, what am I gonna do for this guy? I have 2 lives, have a bomb. Bomb Man's weapon is so good. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, I died. I was apparently touching him. Ow. Hey, at least they didn't knock me down anywhere or anything. But I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ow. You could really put that song over that bit right there where I'm just going up and down the ladder getting hit constantly. Why is that there again? I already have that. Oh, it gave me ammo for it. Cool. What the heck was that? I'm worried about that dude up there. Gutsman weapon. Get this thing out of the way. And we're gonna need the magnet beam. So if you have Gutsman's weapon but for whatever reason didn't pick up the magnet beam, you're still gonna have to go back here. You also, because the magnet beam stays on the screen for a while, you aren't able to switch weapons while going along your magnet path. Big jump, buddy, come on. Alright, well, we made it through the door at the very least. That's more than I could say for last attempt. I'm not going to be using Cutman's weapon this attempt, just because I only have 1 tick of health left, and Electman is pretty quick. Oop, and I touched the laser. Ow. So as I said a long while ago, I was going to you know what? Forget I said anything. You know what? I don't care how many times I get hit. I'm gonna explain this game's story. So the game's story. Are you kidding me? Hey, Electman, how you doing? Ow. I'm gonna die. I died. Okay. Well, that's game over. Whoops. So that means I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning of the stage and do this over again. Okay, well, I'll explain the story whilst I do this. The story is that there was 2 scientists, Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. Dr. Light and Dr. Wily had a bit of a falling out, but that's alright, friends do. So, Dr. Light, he created 2 helper robots, Rock and Roll, to help him around in his lab, and later on created 6 industrial robots that he would sell to, you know, make the world a better place. He created the 6 robots we select on the title screen. But Dr. Wily, like, I guess broke in at night or something and turned the robots against us, because now they're maniacs and we gotta go and kill them. So Rock, one of Dr. Light's assistant robots, he became a super fighting robot by applying a gun arm, and this is us now, he's Mega Man. And yes, rock and roll, very obvious musical references. We'll get more of those as the series goes on. Personally, I wasn't a big Mega Man fan at first. I found the games very difficult. They are quite a challenge, in fact, even more so than other games I've played like Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden, which I could easily get into. These are definitely my weakness in terms of platformers that I find difficult. But over the years, I've gotten better at certain games, especially Mega Man 2 and the X series and Mega Man 3. I've gotten better at that one, but I still have a couple gripes with it, despite that one being like a 10 out of 10 for a lot of people, I'm aware. Got a couple more lasers we gotta deal with here. There we go, okay. On to Electman himself. Should I use the rolling cutter? I might as well, yeah. I mean, I have some lives in case I mess up this time. Ow. There we go. Took care of him 3 hits. Just like using, what was it, the bombs on Gutsman? Not as quick as Gutsman taking 2 hits from Gutsman's weapon.